What's up, you guys? It's your girl Queen Talks Crime. I'm back again with another video. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Also, shout out to my old and new subscribers and my members and my moderators. Shout out to y'all. We will be discussing Jelani Day case. This specific video will be focusing on Cara and what Bloomington, Illinois says and their theory and their thoughts on Cara and her husband and their impossible alleged involvement. So we're going to get into that. Be expectant on the next video. On the Jelani Day video, be expecting us to go into the security guards, because I'm still listening to all the things that they said, or what was said. So I'm still listening to that. And then there'll also be a live coming up tomorrow. We'll be going over the conferences and the things the second pathologist has said, and all of that. Okay. Y'all know how I'm gonna do. I got to keep it real. I've had people comment and say, "Queen, you gotta go, da 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 da. Gotta go watch this and da 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 da." Cool. I do. I watch everything when I get a chance to watch everything. And I take in what I'm watching, what I'm hearing. I also think outside the box and look at the bigger picture and take everything that I've heard and taken into account. Okay, I'm very open-minded. So I've already listened to the conference, but I'm gonna point out a couple of things in the live, and a lot of things that were said I already predicted because of what I saw in the case in the beginning. Actions of the first pathologist, actions that he took, things he did that was strange. This is not the first case where people have degraded a body to the core to hinder a manner and cause of death. This is not the first, and it won't be the last case. So I already knew by the things that the first pathologist was doing, how long he had the body, excuses he was making. I already knew he was down there for 22 days tampering with Jelani's body. So when the pathologist came out and said that, it just was confirmation for me. Before he came out and spoke, I already told my people over here that's what the first pathologist was doing. The second pathologist confirmed what I already said. So you go back to that live and you will see, because I got emotional. And I get emotional sometimes because when you have people like this that do foul things like this and degrade a human body, a human person, it hits different. Especially when you have black sons, especially when you have black brothers. It hits different. And it's foul to cover up and hinder an investigation to protect anybody. It's just foul how low people will go. But yes, I already predicted this a ways before the pathologist came out and said that the first pathologist was very destructive with Jelani's body. But anyway, we'll get into that live tomorrow. We'll do a live and we'll listen and break things down. But I just want to let you know what was coming up next. And the security guards on the Jelani case, that video will be coming out soon. And I will give you my thoughts and things like that on that situation. Now, let's go ahead and get into the video. This is what Bloomington, Illinois has to say. This is Cara Boaster and Rodney M. Boaster. And for ones that do not know, Cara is the one who reported Jelani Day as missing. Okay? These are for the people that don't know. Now you know. Most of y'all, if y'all been following the case, y'all know Cara. And then this is her husband, And she was a professor at Illinois State University, the school that Jelani Day attended. She was the one that reported Jelani Day missing. She was the one that got in touch with Carmen Day, Jelani Day's mom. Okay? Now, there is still no footage of Jelani Day leaving the cannabis dispensary Beyond Hello, located at 1515 North Veteran Parkway, Bloomington, Illinois, 61704. What happened to Jelani Day on August the 24th, 2021? Here is a theory. Let me repeat this. This is a theory, a possible explanation. What people are putting together, what they're thinking, what they're coming up with. Okay? People that's on the ground in Illinois. Okay? So don't go harassing and sending death threats and all that and above, because we don't know who actually did anything to Jelani Day. We know and suspect a lot of people know certain things, possibly involved, have knowledge, but we don't know for sure. So, I'm going to say I do not agree with sending death threats. I don't agree with a DMing and stalking and attacking people, because that's not cool. The justice system, that's their job, to get the investigate, arrest, take them before a judge, and let the justice system do their job. I'm sure Carmen Day agrees with that. I'm sure she don't want nobody threatening, trying to go out and harm anybody on behalf of her son. She wants the truth. She wants whoever did this, persons or person, to go before, say why, get convicted of the actual crimes of anything that they did before the whole world. She don't need people on social media sending threats and attacking people off of possibilities because of they was there. Just because someone's there in a location does not mean they're actually involved. Okay? Y'all people are going overboard, and y'all gonna make people stop wanting to bring out information if y'all can't act like y'all got some sense. No one is gonna want to bring you information if y'all are gonna go overboard. We all want justice, but there's a way to do things. There's a way to do things, and there's a right way to do them. So we can do this all day, but there's a line. There's no need for y'all to be DMing, threatening, calling, stalking. There's no need for that. If something comes about it, send it to law enforcement, FBI, because obviously there's something going on with BPD. But send it in so the right steps can be taken so these people can go down. Because like I said, we don't know for sure who did what. All right, so let's move on. So, there's no footage of him leaving. Okay? So, I did watch a certain creator. And like I said, I normally don't. But some of my people sent me some stuff in my email. So, I took a look just to hear what little bits and pieces. I'm not done listening to everything of what the excuse was. And some people are saying, you know, the government control the cameras and they didn't release that. So cool, I understand it. I mean, it's obvious. The issue is y'all had no problem showing us him being there, his car being there, him being inside the location of Beyond Hello, him looking up at the camera, who he was dealing with at the front counter. Y'all had no problem showing that. So there shouldn't be no problem of us seeing him leave. That tells me again, there's an issue. If they got the footage, there's something that they're keeping to protect the investigation. If there is footage of Jelani Day leaving, they're keeping it for a reason. Something might have been on there that's very pertinent to what happened to him. So this might be why we don't have that. Because there got to be footage of him leaving. And if they didn't release it, it's for a reason. And I'm hoping they're going to do the right thing and use it as part of the investigation to protect it and find the person or persons that's involved in this case. Now, on the night of August 23rd, the day before Jelani Day was reported missing, a photo was posted on Facebook where it shows Jelani Day with more than a dozen female Caucasian students. Note, Jelani Day has missed several days of classes before going missing. My theory of what happened is this. August 23rd. Jelani Day was overly popular with the young female students. Now, we can suspect that, he is a handsome young man in a small town with more whites than blacks. So he's gonna be involved with more white women. And he's a handsome young man. They're gonna be all over him. Okay? Mom, she gave us a different outlook on Jelani. She said, yeah, maybe one of her other sons was more like a ladies' man, but not Jelani. So we can't say for sure if Jelani was a ladies' man or not, but we know that I'm sure a lot of ladies liked him, thought he was handsome. Okay? So that's, we can say that. Now, this person's in Illinois. I'm speculating that two of the girls from ISU got jealous. This is what Bloomington, Illinois is saying. That two of the girls from ISU got jealous of not being able to go out with Jelani Day since he was so popular. The faculty also caught wind of the Facebook post with the photo of Jelani Day with the group of female students. The faculty did not like the photo and called/talked to Cara Boaster, who is the director of clinical education at ISU. This is what they are theorizing about with Cara. One of the theories in Bloomington. So they called, talked to Cara. Cara Boaster's husband, who was Township Highway Commissioner, did not like what was happening, and he jumps on it as well. They made special arrangements of capturing, killing Jelani Day. Cara herself, close to Jelani Day, asked him to pick up something from the cannabis dispensary, Beyond Hello. Cara uses her connections, gets the staff of Beyond Hello to help them kidnap Jelani Day on August 24th in the back closet of the dispensary. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? I mean, I don't know. It's a theory. It's kind of far fetched. The reasonings, but I'm just gonna bring you, like I said, this is one of the theories that Bloomington, Illinois, is saying. Um, because a lot of people feel strongly that Cara is involved. There are red flags with her. She was very overly involved from the beginning. She has ties to law enforcement. She reported him missing. I mean, it was just one day. You know how it's a college student. Sometimes we don't want to go to school when you're in college. Sometimes you have bad days. So it was just kind of weird that, I mean, he just missed a couple of classes. I mean, he did have an important meeting that one day, and boom, report him missing. Boom, contact Carmen. Boom, get an investigator immediately, making more moves than Carmen can. That's just very weird to me. Very, very weird. Red flag all day on Cara. Also, it's red flags on the girls that found the clothes a mile and a half away from Jelani's where his body was found. That's suspicious. And to find out they knew Jelani, suspicious. For them to lawyer up, suspicious. BPD did not even search when you found the body, preserve the crime scene a mile out, or y'all would have found the clothes. So y'all didn't even preserve the crime scene correctly. Suspicious. See, there's a lot of suspicious things happening in this case, in this investigation. Now, that are things that I'm looking at. And I do want to know motive. What could be the possible motive for all of these things? It could be a few. You know, it could be girls involved. It could be jealousy. It could be envy. It could be a guy. It could be girls. A lot. People could be involved here. A lot of people can be involved. And we want to get down to the bottom of what happened to Jelani Day, why, what, when, where, and how. All right, so this is what Bloomington Normal had to say. This is one of their theories of what they think happened to him. And like I said, a little bit of it was far-fetched. You know, I don't know about Cara going all out. She could be involved, but it would have to be something to more extent, more than a Facebook post, to want to orchestrate a murder. Okay? It has to be more than that. A lot of times these days, it don't take much to murder someone. But for this to be this orchestrated, it has to be some deep-rooted hate, some deep-rooted envy, some deep-rooted jealousy, something deep-rooted to go through this extremes. So we're still looking for a motive. So I just want to bring you what Bloomington almost says and point out Cara. But like I said, yes, Cara suspicious. The two girls that found the clothes suspicious. The guy that found the phone, all his items are spread within 2 cities. All of that is suspicious. That it points to foul play. There is no other way around it. That's foul play all day, every day. We're looking at foul play here. So, I do feel a lot of these people know more than what they're saying. They do. They know more than what they're saying. And that's what we want to get down to. What is it that y'all know that y'all not telling us? So like I said, I don't believe all theories. I'll bring them to you, but I like to stick to the facts and the red flags and what's suspicious and what we do know. But I also am going to bring you what they're saying because they're there. Boots on the ground. Okay? Um, I've talked about the phone previously before, but I'll just read you this last part. Bloomington PD have confirmed the cell phone they have is Jelani Day's phone. I already made a video about the phone. They still, wonder why the mother was not called about the phone. She found out online instead of from law enforcement. The phone was found October 17th. They did not turn it into the police, not knowing who it belonged to. They sold it at a kiosk. Now, that's allegedly not knowing, because I honestly feel that they got into that phone, because you got to be able to get into it, the phone, to sell it. So I believe the person knew who phone it was. Also, my question is, how did the phone get from the kiosk that they sold for $80 at Walmart to the police? That still has not been answered. The guy that the way he did it, or the way he said happened, it is suspicious, but he did talk to Carmen Day, and he did tell her everything he knew. So, like I said, there's still red flags around it. I don't know how the phone got from the kiosk to the police. That's red flag and suspicious. So I'm pointing out a very important thing. So Carmen has asked FBI to own the investigation to the phone instead of BPD. We talked about that. Carmen explained that the phone, the wallet, the car, key, video have all been found by others, not by the police. This is consistent with the family's concern that the police are not taking the investigation seriously. They're trying to say it's suicide, and that's not consistent with this case, with the details, and with this investigation. All right? So, I love you guys. Stay tuned for the next video. We're going to be talking about the security guards, and we're going to be doing a live breaking down a press conference or online conference that was done. Thank you. Love you. Peace.